I saw the news of that this morning. So, normal pressure hydrocephalus is hydrocephalus that occurs slowly and over time. So, it's often missed or misdiagnosed as dementia. Harder to diagnose because the symptoms do happen slowly over time, and also when they do the lumbar puncture, the testing of the buildup of the cerebral spinal fluid, it may be in the normal range. So where he's 76, that doesn't work to his advantage, but it depends on how long the pressure's been building up and how he responds to treatment. And I read that he was experiencing problems with hearing, vision, and balance, which are common, not necessarily the hearing or the vision, but walking, balance, memory, and bladder control are most common in the symptoms of normal pressure hydrocephalus. So the big question is, can his be treated? So they'll probably most likely do a shunt and see how he responds to that, and hopefully if there's minimal damage to his brain, then he can pretty much return to normal. My concern, of course, is his age, but I don't know how long he's been experiencing these symptoms. I really hope that he can get treatment and his symptoms are controlled. I mean, there's no cure for hydrocephalus, and any kind of hydrocephalus. I had the congenital aqueduct stenosis was the type I have, which means that some type of blockage was formed when I was born, and so mine went undiagnosed, and you guys know my story. What I thought was interesting is the article that described what hydrocephalus is, and it was a medical article, and they were saying that the hydrocephalus happens when fluid is not absorbed by the large veins in the head, which is not accurate. It's ventricles. So it's interesting that they use veins instead of ventricles. I really admire Billy Joel. I think he's very talented, and I don't know him, but from what I know of people that do know him, he's great. He's great to his fans, and I really hope that he can be treated, and over time he'll be back to normal. Where it's affecting his hearing and vision obviously means that the pressure is building behind his optic nerve and his auditory in the auditory cortex of his brain, and also where he's having trouble with balance. It's affected his area, the occipital region of his brain, and the cerebellum. So I don't know, I would love to see his MRI and see what his brain looked like, and I could give you a better, I don't want to say prognosis, but outlook and see. But of course I don't know that, so this is all just speculation.